I'm here with one of my best friends in the whole world, Dr. Mark Brister. If you want to know more about Dr. Brister, you can go to his website, bristerministries.org. I'll put it at the bottom of this video. I'll also put it as a link to the Facebook and all my socials. So I normally don't do this. It's kind of an organic setup that we have here. One light, we're in my office, kind of just chilling.
It's great.
We just had lunch over there, so it's a very real and authentic conversation we're having. But I've been involved in your ministry for some years now, and I got to tell you, I'm just blown away by what you're doing. Wanted to put this on my socials so people would have an opportunity to kind of get behind what you're doing and see what you're doing. So if you can, in short, just tell me about Mark Brister Ministries and what you're doing in far reaches of the world.
Sure, Brian. Thanks. Great to be here with you in Tulsa today.
Yeah.
Basically, we work in India, in the Northeast, in the state of Bihar, and work to help drilling water wells. These are individually dug wells, hand-dug wells in villages in the state of Bihar. And then in southern India, off the Bay of Bengal, to establish tailoring schools to work with women, particularly those that are indentured slaves and those that will never be able to get out of slavery without a job. And so we train them, provide them a foot pedal sewing machine, and in doing so, we're able to give them tools to build a business, start a micro business, and then work their way out of slavery. So it's very, very gratifying.
So I got two things from that. Two things that we all take for granted here in the States, that you're helping people out of slavery and finding water for people. That amazes me with all this wealth that we have, that we don't have those two things. But you told me over lunch, you said, Brian, you don't realize how many people are still in slavery and how many people are without water. Give me some ideas.
Absolutely. I mean, we have more people today in the world in slavery than we did 100 years ago, and it's a huge problem. And what we're trying to do is provide the dignity for these women who are living in poverty, and really they're trapped, to work their way out. And this gives them tools. We provide the training. We set them up in a micro business. It's a wonderful, wonderful story to see what happens in their lives. And then water is the commodity of the future, because in actual fact, the majority of the world is covered with water. The majority of our bodies comprised of water. And you can't live without water. You can go a few days without food, but you can't go long without water. Just imagine if you were in a situation where you had to live your life only the distance you could walk, and then you didn't have tap water access. Now that's a village in northeast India. These people don't have generally good access to clean water, so they have to go great distances to find the water. Their productivity is cut dramatically because of that. The cleanliness of their villages increases dramatically with fresh water. The health of their children increases dramatically when you have clean water. It's a game changer.
That's amazing. I guess it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I gave my first $1,000 to the ministry, and I just was amazed at the time about the impact that my money had and how it went directly to the people. If someone gives, explain that process. If I'm someone out there and I've got $1,000 during this Christmas season, I want to give it away. What does that do for someone with regards to water or?
Sure. You can drill a water well with that gift, and it provides a game-changer experience for a village to be able to have access to fresh water. The training in the tailoring school cost us about $500 for the complete training and equipping of these women. The coursework takes about 6 months, and then the foot pedal sewing machine and setting them up in a micro business, about $500. So there are opportunities that are out there, and we are very proud to be able to have very low overhead costs so that the money can go to the mission work in India to help people.
Wow. It's not a hard sell. The bottom line is if you go to markbristerministries.org, get more information on Mark. He's just one of the most wonderful people that you're ever going to meet, and he's a real guy doing very real things for people. For $500, you can get someone can learn a trade. For $1,000, a whole village can have clean drinking water. Total game changer. And I'm just happy to have you here today, and unbelievable what you're doing with your life.